Hi friends, welcome to my channel Code to Test. So in today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to work inside a container itself. So when we run any container, there are multiple things that works instantly. We are different packages, so different operations that has been performed, like downloading of packages or changing the environment variables or changing the any of the stuff. So we can only done when we go inside a container. In previous lecture, what we have learned is we have manages the containers outsidely or manages the multiple containers. So we have not done the initial internal working. So in this tutorial we are going to work inside a container. So I have opened PowerShell. So as I'm working with Windows machine, so let's see what all the running containers I have. I have the different containers for Nginx server and web server MySQL. So these all the containers I worked with, and many of them exited and one is up and running. Okay, so if I want to work within a container, so suppose I take Nginx. So to get inside any container, we use a command that is it. So what it does is run -it. So first we need to understand what IT is. Basically, IT is two different commands. I is for interactive. What interactive is, it keeps your session open to receive the terminal inputs. So what are inputs we take? It keeps your session input active. Okay, and what is T? T is basically pseudo TTY. It simulates a real terminal. It works same as SSH, but we use generally do in SSH. It works same in a same way. Okay, so what I need to do is I want to work with a container, name it as proxy or 555, and I want to run with Nginx bash. So what is bash? Basically, I used bash is basically work within a IT command. So what bash is? Bash is basically a bash shell, and it runs with IT. As I said, it runs with it, and it gives you a terminal with a running container. It will give you a container, and within a container itself, I can perform multiple things. I'm just running the command. Okay, so what we see that as I use a bash command, I'm inside this container. Okay, so you see that a root along with the this is container ID. So the ID has been displayed over here. Okay, so I am inside this container with root terminal. Okay, so so now what happens is I cannot run. I cannot use the Docker commands like Docker container because I am within inside a container. So let's see what all the packages it has. You see that there are a lot of things within a this container Nginx. I named it as proxy triple five. Okay, so so this basically have all the packages. If I want to work with these packages, I'm able to download these packages. I can able to change the things because I'm inside this container. So this can be done within when we are inside a container. So what if I want to go outside the container, we can use the command exit. Okay, so as I hit exit, I'm outside a container, so I can work normally as what I used to do previously with the container ls command or -a to get all the container IDs. Okay, so let's take one more example. Let's run one more a container, same hyphen it. I can name it as, let's work with Ubuntu. Name it as Ubuntu 123. Okay. Okay. So you see that it has showed some error, unable to find the image. Okay. Okay. What mistake I did is I wrongly spelled the name Ubuntu. So what I did is I wrongly spelled, so it showed that nothing is in the repository of Docker with such name. So be careful while putting calling any of the images. Okay. So it's a internal working of this container. What it generally does is it checks its locally, all the images. If it unable to find the image, it starts downloading itself. So what generally it's doing right now, it's downloading all its packages. Same what we traditionally do in outside our local machine. We try to download things, search for certain software or OS, and we download it generally. So same thing is being done here itself. It's trying to understand the finding it the one to locally, but is not able to find it, so downloading all the packages and the all the files that is being required. After that it's extracting it. So yes, we are done. Okay, you see that we are inside again in a root folder, and okay, working as a root. So what else if I run a command inside a container? Okay, apt. So sorry. So I have to just call a command to update the thing. So it's had worked internally. So inside a container itself, it started retrieving all the things. All the package has been extracted. So in this way, we can hit any of the command inside the container itself. It will work internally. It's not something we are outside managing two different containers. We are working inside this one, and Suppose if I want to install something else, we use apt-get install. For example, I want to install cur. So you can see that it's so simple. It's asking me either I should continue or not. So I just post yes. If it started automatically and downloading all and retrieving, unpacking all its packages, it will keep on working. Once it gets done, it will get out from all these stuffs. So we see that all the selecting and unpacking or unzipping all the files is being done sequentially. It's a bit time taking once you don't download things, but in a traditional way, it's quite fast. Okay, so it's done with its downloading. So what else if I run google.com? So you see that the output has come to me. I use google.com, so it gave me the output. Okay, so let's what the active container I have. So get out. Let's get out of this root. Okay, so I'm just outside this container. So I have worked with this container. You see that this is a command we did. We was inside a bash, inside a cell where we perform multiple tasks. Okay, so this is what we are. I was trying to explain the things that what all the commands I have explained. It's being under the a command for this column, and these are my previous commands that I what I did. Okay, so multiple scenarios comes to us. For example, if I wanted to run the same container and I don't want to create a new container, so if I've already have a container itself, I don't need to download again and again. So I can run the same container again. Okay, so I don't have to, because if the things I already with me, so no need to download again and again. So to run the existing container, we have a command like docker container start. Okay, let's see what all the help I get. Okay, so you see that we have a command that is -a -i. Okay, so I have an active container with me. Okay, so for example, this is my active container. Okay, nginx server. So if I want to run the same container, so I can use the two different commands, that is -a and -i. So let's run this command. You see that the container which I've already had, which I was working with, that is Ubuntu 4 times 5. So previously I was working with and I exited. So now I want to run this again. So no need to, I'm not been creating another process. I want to run within the same process. So within the same process, what I did is I used a command that is hyphen AI. So hyphen AI, what it does is opens the same process, and it again keep me on root folder, or inside this folder. Now again I can you know work the same way I did it before. I can download the things, I can unzip the things, I can change the setting inside this folder. I can manage multiple packages and work accordingly. So this is the command I this is the command that helps me to run the existing previously process. So it won't be doing, because what happens is, for example, in previously I just downloaded curl. So if I would be downloading the same same image, and I want to downloading and running it, it won't be containing a curl itself, because curl has been downloaded in this container. So I don't have to download it again. I can directly you know call go inside the previous pack this container, and I can start working with this, because this already had a curl with me. Okay. So uh, you see that I have worked on the same package. Okay. So you see that the same package I was working with, curl is being downloaded on it. So I'm not downloaded the things again. So suppose a scenario comes to me, I want to work with a running container. So this is, you see that these container exited. This is running container. So this is the running container I have. That is up. Okay. So if I want to work with the running container, I have the command container docker container exe execute. Let's see what the help I'm getting, what all the commands I'm getting inside this. So I have hyphen d hyphen a it interactive. Okay. I use a command that is docker container exe execute. Okay. I'll use hyphen it. Okay. And I have the container name exe execute. Okay, you see that I'm started working with my running container. You see that again I went to inside the root folder. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's what all the processes have. No such command. So you see that in this tutorial I see these all the packages, all the containers I've downloaded, executed, and worked inside it. How the way I can run, previously executing containers and exited containers, or the previous processes that is previously we have worked in, and we don't want to download it again and download the packages. We can directly call the previous processes also. So this is the way we can perform the internal working inside a container itself. So so this is the agenda of today's tutorial. We got what we need to see. So thanks for this viewing my tutorial. Thanks for this watching my tutorial. Thanks. If you like my tutorial, just share, subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot.